Good morning. So I woke up this morning and I really felt strongly that I needed to do another video. It just kind of came to me, whatever. I just felt like I really should. And I feel like there's just messages that some people right now need to hear, or there's just something that is going on in your life right now that you need help with, that you need guidance with. So this is just going to be a general read. I am going to split it up into groups so that you can still kind of pick the one that you're most drawn to, but I'm not going to put too much emphasis on that. It's just mainly the message that you need to hear right now, and hopefully that will come through for you. So first thing I'm going to do is just pick out 4 cards. One's already jumped. So I want you to pick from these 4 cards what message, that you want to hear. So that's card number 1. That's card number 2. Let's get you a card number 3. We're going to have a card number 4, and then we're going to leave it there for. So this is just for messages that you need to hear right now. One fell out. There we go. Okay, so that's your 4 groups. So I just want you to pick one of the 4 groups, whichever one you felt more drawn to. I like to kind of pick them out live as well. So hopefully when you're seeing it be picked, maybe you get that feeling there and then rather than just looking at it afterwards. So feel free to rewind and just watch that kind of that choosing of the card again. And then when you're happy, I'm going to put timestamps and jump to one of the 4 groups. Okay, so I'm going to carefully move these away and not mess them up in any order, and we're going to get again to group number 1. Okay, so group number 1, we've got the 8 of Cups. Okay, let's get some more cards for you. So already I'm feeling like this is a journey, a solo journey that you may be on. I don't think this really involves anyone else. I think this involves you and what you're going through. So let's get some more cards for group number 1. We're going to stop there. Wow, okay. Wow. Okay. So yeah, look at all these solo men. These are all men dealing with life on their own. It doesn't, obviously, you don't have to be a man for this to apply, but you see what I'm saying. This isn't a group activity. This is something that you are dealing with completely solo and something that you're going through. Now, I feel like you've just been overburdened. You've just been over emotional. There's just been so much going on for you that you just need an escape. You just need 2 minutes to sit down because you can't concentrate right now. There's so much going on for you that you're just feeling overwhelmed. You're tired. You're overpowered. There's just too much and you just can't focus, you can't concentrate. And you're basically trying to escape. I think this is escapism situation that you're turning your back on people, but as you're turning your back, you're looking over your shoulder. You don't feel like they've left you. They're still there. Whatever this is, it doesn't have to be people. Just whatever the situation is, even though you're trying to move away from it, it's still there. It's still on your back. It's still clinging on to you. And what you really need is a fresh start. You need to put whatever it is behind you and move on in clear conscience, and just knowing that you're on the right path. And I think it's more about the decision of what is the right path, what choice should you make, which way should you go? Because at the minute you're just kind of wandering aimlessly. You're just making decisions for the sake of making decisions, but you've no real clear path, and you need to get that clarity before you move forward. Otherwise, whatever it is that you're trying to get away from is always going to be there, because you're practically just kind of going around in circles. You're walking away to come back. But the hard work, the stress is gonna pay off. So the fact that you started with the 8 of Cups and ended on the 8 of Pentacles, that is a good journey. That basically means that the emotional side and the heaviness, the kind of dread and fear, that's all going to be behind you, and the hard work is going to flourish. So you're going to get the rewards of whatever this is, whatever you're moving away from. You will reap the rewards eventually. You're definitely going to It's going to be worthwhile. All this pain and all this kind of fear and anxiety, I'm getting more, rather than it being like emotionally sad, I'm getting it more like fearful, like it's anxiety, like it's, you know, something that's keeping you up at night. It's more that kind of feeling than it is a sadness feeling. But it's all going to be worth it, because you're going to, you know, kind of reap the rewards of it. It's I kind of just got something, and I don't want to say that actually, because that's quite horrible. But no. So I think moving forward, you just need to make sure that you're on the right path. So how to do that? So let's get some clarity on how to get the right path. Okay, I just got 2 jumping out. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. This is interesting. Got the 9 of Wands there and the 7 of Wands. So the 10 of Pentacles, maybe this is a monetary situation, maybe this is financial struggle. And it could be saying that, you know, at the end of this situation, that your finances are going to work out. Maybe they're just, it's too overpowering at the minute. You've got too much going on. You've got too many eggs in one basket. The Magician. You know what I mean? There's too much to do with finances. You don't know where you are. You don't know where you're coming and going. The bills are just kind of flying out everywhere. You've got 3 different bank accounts. There's just a whole lot happening. A Magician really is about taking control of the situation, manifesting what you need from the situation. The 7 of Wands. So you really are juggling a lot. You're fighting a lot. There's a lot happening. I like that, you know, the progression. I feel like you have escaped. I feel like that has to be the other way around. So this is a story. So emotionally, you're moving away from it, and then you've had the fight. Then you've had the mental fight and the struggle and the physicality of the, you know, the fear, like I was saying, of the situation. And now it is all behind you. It's still an absolute nightmare. It's still just a web. It's a lot going on, but it's positive. So now it's time to head in the right direction. You can manifest this. You are capable of moving yourself towards the right thing, and eventually the hard work will pay off. So this is really your choice. This is the choice that you have to make in going forward. And I think it is, like I said, around the more financial or the physical of your life. So it could be, you know, the place where you live. You're gonna have to look at a new home. As much as you don't want to, it might be, you know, that you've had happy memories here, but you're just constantly fighting and looking over your back, and there's a lot going on. You need to make the decision to move forward, but you also need to be wise about the decision. Don't just be running off to a new place, you know, just to move, because you could find yourself back in the same situation. You need to make like an informed decision, and you have all the powers that you need to be able to do that. I don't see you needing kind of support. I think if you're taking advice from other people that actually might be more detrimental, I really wouldn't be taking advice right now, to be honest. I say it by giving advice, you know what I mean? But I think from other people, they don't fully understand the situation, or they're not fully involved to be to the point where they're aware of the situation. Maybe you just haven't let them in. And that's, you know, for your own reasons. But I think whatever people are saying right now is just not going to be beneficial. I think you need to make this choice on your own. But you know the answer. You know what I mean? You have that power. It's not going to be a difficult decision. You know what the right decision is. It's just putting it into action. You just need to take your time. You just need to make sure that you've chosen the right path. So just take a time out. Just have a, you know, a deeper think about the situation. And I would focus your decision around money. I think the best outcome would be where finances are involved. Just the 10 of Pentacles showing up, I think, is just showing that there's so much prosperity and and possibilities for you, that it'll all work out. It's just making that right decision. And the Magician, definitely, you are more than capable of doing this. I'm just going to get you an Oracle card as well, just to give a little bit more clarity. I genuinely feel like this is to do with moving home, or maybe even inheriting a home, and whether it's the right decision to move into it, or something, you know, along those lines, maybe an inheritance, and it's causing, you know, fights amongst the families, and they're giving you a device that maybe best suits them. It's all a little bit selfish on their part, even though you're trying to do the right thing. I think you're getting a little bit caught up in what everyone else is recommending, but like I said, they really don't fully understand the situation, so I think it's about making the decision for yourself. Okay, well, that's just contradicting absolutely everything I've just said. But calling your tribe, you don't have to do it alone. Okay, well, I just said you do, and don't listen to your family, so take from that what you will. Maybe your soul family, maybe the fact that you're listening to this reading, maybe you have people around you who aren't your immediate family, who aren't your, you know, biological family. This is looking at your soul family, so it's looking at the fact that you're on this reading, you know, listening to tarot to give you advice. I think that is the route that you need to go down. You need to listen to your spirituality. You need to listen, if you have friends in tarot or friends, you know, who are more spiritual rather than biological, I would be listening to them right now, because your biological, or, you know, your biological family, I don't think have your best interests, where your friends really do right now. They really do. So that is who I would be listening to. Okay, I'm gonna play one more. Okay, there you go. Soul tribes. Soul tribes racked up again. So it's all coming together. Intuitive hits. Soul tribe, the great gathering. So again, I think that's just the same advice. It's just listen to your soul family. Listen to your own soul. If you, you know, believe in you know, higher power and spirit guides and things of that nature, then I think now is the time to be asking them what to do. You know, listen to your intuition, listen to your own knowledge, your own understanding of the situation. I don't think your family, like I said, is in it for the right reasons, or maybe they just don't know the full story, so they're making decisions based on half the information, which obviously is just, you know, it's not going to be helpful. So if someone's giving you advice in your family and you're like, oh my god, just, you know, shush, and this would be why, because they're just not prepared for it. But overall, you're on a difficult path. You have got the support there should you need it from your soul family, but like I said from the beginning, it is going to work out. It's going to be the right decision. It's going to be hard work, but you will get there. I think making the decisions based on finances is going to lead you down the right path. So whatever is more financially stable, whatever is more financially beneficial, that is the route that I would take at this moment. But just know that you're capable of doing this, and you won't have to feel this way. You won't have to have this dread and this fear forever, because the battle, you've done the battle, you've done the hard work. Now it's about just putting things into action and moving forward and reaping the benefits. So I hope that helped. I hope that made sense. I hope that kind of resonated. Please leave me a comment or a like, or just any feedback. I really appreciate the feedback. Anything you have kind of got. I'm still new. This is still a new situation, so I really appreciate any of the feedback right now. Okay, so we're moving on to group number 2. So we've got the 8 of Swords. Let's get you some more clarifiers. Oh, one's flying out. Queen of Swords. Okay, we're feeling the swords. I feel like one's just flipped over and I haven't. Okay, let's get you 2 more. The Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Okay. Oh, let's flip it out. King of Cups. Okay, alright, okay. Oh my gosh. They're all just flying out. What's that? Okay, let's get you one more. One more for group number 2. One more. Oh, the Page of Swords. Wow, okay. Okay, you got a lot of sword energy. So there's something obviously playing on your mind. There's some kind of mental situation right now. I feel this is more of a relationship reading, to be honest, just because of the dynamics between the king and queen. Okay. So, I think there has been quite a dramatic situation. You need to be taking time out looking after yourself because something has gone on that has hurt you quite a lot. I feel it's this King of Cups energy that has been hurting you. Maybe it's the clash between the mind and the heart. So, it's the, what they call it, the brain and the heart, the mind and the heart. So, it's making the decision based on love or based on whether basically it's the right thing to do, whether it's, what's it called? I can't think of the common phrase, which is like mind, head over heart, heart over head, whatever it is. So I feel like you're in that situation. You are in love, it's a love type situation. Might not be a relationship per se, but you are in love with someone and maybe you're just not getting the same feelings back, or maybe it's not the right kind of relationship for you. It's that head where you're thinking about it and you're thinking, wow, no, this is a terrible idea, but you love them. Maybe everyone else is telling you, they're getting on your back. They're like, what are you doing? Why are you with this person? Can't you see? There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of pain. Come on, we need to move you on. But deep down, you're like, but I love this person and I want to stay with them. I'm really getting that kind of story from this. You're being very stubborn about the whole thing as well. But there has been a lot of pain, and I feel like the Page of Swords is this kind of renewable energy. So it's this youthful, kind of looking at the relationship from different eyes. Because where you are right now, I feel like this is very stagnant. Your head's saying one thing, your heart's saying another, and they're both very powerful, very strong entities, and you're just not going anywhere. You're just in this constant state of kind of torture, mental torture, that you just don't know what to do. Nothing's really getting any better. Nothing's really getting any worse. It's just kind of always been bad. It's that kind of feel that it's not improving, but it's like when people say to you, like, why do you put up with this? But it's just kind of normal to you. It's not like a bad thing, but you realize if you explain it to other people, they're like, oh my gosh, that's not normal. It's that kind of vibe. I really like eyeing this bad boy up at the minute, and I don't know why. But anyway, yeah. So the Page of Swords, I feel, is this just renewable way of looking at things. It's a different way. It's a more light-hearted way. It's not as heavy as all this. So let's get you some clarity. I feel like I'm gonna change deck for this one. I'm gonna pull from the Well Unknown deck. I feel that'll be more appropriate. Let's get you some clarity on the situation. I really do feel like it's a relationship, not necessarily like a romantic relationship, maybe. Oh my gosh, they're flying out. Oh, look at this. Ooh. Okay, let's get you some more. Let's get you some clarity. One more clarity, please. One more clarity for group number 2, please. I'm just gonna pick it. We're gonna pick that one. Oh wow! I just saw that one when I split, when I was shuffling and I split the cards. I saw the world and I was like, oh, that'd be like a nice addition. And I was like, no, let's just shuffle them. And then I got it anyway. Wow. The world is really meant for you guys. This is your card. Okay, so, I mean, unfortunately, this is kind of a standard story. This is very, it's the, Romeo and Juliet story. she knows it's wrong. She knows the families don't fit. She knows, it can never be anything. She'll get like kicked out of the family and lose all the inheritance or whatever Romeo and Juliet is. But at the end of the day, she loves him. But it ends in suicide. So let's just, calm down about Romeo and Juliet a second. But it's the similar story. It's the same kind of vibe I'm getting. This person really isn't good for you. Not necessarily, it doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It doesn't mean that they're, have evil intent. Maybe there is some difficulties within the relationship. Maybe there's some, I'm kind of feeling like manipulations and lies and that kind of negativity. But you're at that stage now where you're like, you know what, this has just been going on so long. I've just dealt with it so long that it's not really, it's not really this major drama. If it happened to like my sister or my brother, do you know what I mean? That it'd be like the end of the relationship. But me and whoever, the way that we work is there is a lot of toxicity. There is a lot of kind of negativity from both sides as well. I always, I feel like when you say, oh, this person's bad, and you're like, yeah, but you haven't heard what I've done to them. You know what I mean? It's like a two-sided. And I feel like whatever they're doing to you, you're giving it back equally. But it's totally unhealthy. Anyway, I'm not being very helpful here. It is unhealthy, and the chariot is a rove. The chariot has arrived to take you away from the situation. I think I kind of really want to support you in your decisions, but I think it's just such a bad decision. The chariot has shown up to move you away from this. I always see the chariot, and I've said this in previous videos, as like the Red Cross on the battlefield. So when you're injured, the Red Cross will show up to take you away, to get you out of that situation. I feel like that applies so perfectly in this reading as well. That it's your ambulance, it's coming to save you. So whatever situation you're in, this toxicity, this heaviness, this mental torture, this restriction, this kind of manipulative environment, you're being super stubborn. There is love involved, and there is high emotions, a lot of emotions involved. But you need taking away from this if you want to be happy. There's a certain comfort in being sad. There's a certain comfort in being miserable. If you want to be that way, be my guest. It doesn't, affect anyone else really. This is you who you're torturing. This is your own martyrdom. This is your own influence on yourself. You're putting yourself through this. Even though it's the other person, you're making the decision to continue it. And I think that's what people get so frustrated with you about, is that, they're giving you all this advice and saying, what are you even putting up with this for? But you're like, no, I want to put up with it. And that's where people are getting like fed up. That's why a lot of people have left as well. You've probably lost a few friends through this. So, you can stay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you just staying in this miserable existence forever. You're comfortable. There's toxicity. I don't feel like it's going to end badly, but it just won't be, you won't fulfill your full life. You're not going to enjoy your life, really, basically. You're just going to be stuck in this never-ending battle between head and heart. And it's such a solemn, boring, place to be. You're being rescued. There's something coming that's going to rescue you. Could literally be an ambulance. It could turn from this toxicity into being rescued literally by, emergency services because you need it, maybe because of a fight or because of your mental health or whatever else. But you need to look towards the future. When you get that out, Like I said, it's like renewable energy. It's being strong, it's fighting, it's being a little bit reckless. It's not kind of planning everything down to a T. If you suffer with kind of like OCD, or you have to have this routine, and it's going to be the routine that you miss rather than the person. The fact that maybe they live with you and they're, all the kind of financial or whatever is in order. There's that kind of structure there, and that's, why you're being stubborn. You're like, yeah, but all the bills are in double names and we've got a joint bank account and whatever else. If there's that kind of stability that you don't want to lose, then I think you need to look at this from a completely different point of view. You need to look at it with a kind of naivety and think, but what if? But what could happen? But what is, what is out there? What is the possibility? Surely this isn't all there is. Because this is a very boring, quite toxic, quite miserable existence, really. There's no fun, there's no joy, there's no happiness, there's no, happily ever after. It's just grey. Look how grey it is. Look at the grey. It's all stone, it's all grey. There's grey skies. Everything's grey apart from her, but it's grey. Everything's grey. And then you're moving towards this kind of, there's fun, there's birds in the sky, there's movement, there's energy, there's things happening. The world is all the colours. Anything is possible. Literally all of everything is here for you. You can have anything that you want. You have this kind of childlike, renewed energy, this lust for life, this thrill, and something is coming to help you, whether it's within yourself or whether it's actual physical. Something is coming to help you to get out of this situation, and you need to grab hold of it with both hands. You need to take the ride, because a whole world will open up. There's so much out there for you. And you really, if you're truthful with yourself, heart is one thing, fine. You might be in love, but it's not right. This isn't the right thing. And you just have to take that leap of faith. You just have to be brave. Take the leap of faith. And you'll be so much better off for it. So much better off. Okay, I'm going to get you an oracle card just to clarify these things. No. If you're just asking yourself a question, I wish I would have said that before, but ask yourself a question, because the answer is no. Should you stay with them? No. Are you happy? No. You know what I mean? This whole, just no. Just get out of the situation. You're not loving it. It might have been fun for a while, and yeah, you might be kind of tied in financially or structurally, or maybe you always go to the movies on a Thursday and it's going to ruin it. Find someone else to go to the damn movies with, and go to a different movies and go watch something you want for once, because I feel like you've just been kind of owned by this person. Do you know what I mean? Like, you haven't really enjoyed any of it anyway. Maybe you like the stability of being owned. I don't know. It feels like a mind. I don't want to swear, but you know what I mean? It feels like a challenge. Okay, let's get you one more oracle card. The Mirror. I love a bit of the Mirror. The Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? So this is about the reflection. This is about taking time and figuring out what the hell is going on. Who is this person, and why are they doing this to me, and why? Do you know what I mean? Maybe you're feeling this kind of self-destructive, that you deserve it, that, if you look in the mirror, do you even really recognize yourself anymore? Because of everything you've been through, because of everything that they've put you through. Are you even the same person? Do you not miss the person that you once was? Do you really think that, this life that you're leading is a good one? Because I think if you're really truthful with yourself, really sit down and think about everything, then you'll just know. You just know that this isn't for you. And whatever comes to help, please just accept it. because your life will be so much better. It'll be so worthwhile. I really, really hope that helped. I hope that resonates. I hope that made sense. I really wish you the best of luck. I wish you, peace and love. Please leave a comment down below, a like, anything. Just give me some feedback. I'm still really new to this, and I just really appreciate feedback right now. But thank you for your time. And I'm going to move on to group number 3. Okay, so group number 3, we've got the 4 of Pentacles. Not a bad start. I like it. I like it. I'm already getting a selfish vibe. I love the 4 of Pentacles. I will explain why, but let's get the rest of the cards out here. Okay, got on a jumper. Oh, nice. 7 of Cups. Oh, we're dropping them. Oh, we've got 2. We'll take them. Hierophant and 5 of Cups. Okay. First of all, this is big Taurus energy. It doesn't mean that you're a Taurus, but it could be someone that you're dealing with as a Taurus. I just always recognize that I'm Taurus because I have issues with this card, but anyway, less about me. So, as I was saying, I really like the 4 of Pentacles. I just feel like it's very secure. It's very secure, it's very humble, you've got everything where it needs to be, you're very stable. There's an element of selfish. I think the originality of the card is meant to be like a selfish, like he's not sharing, he's keeping it all to himself. But I just really feel that it's selfish to like a point, to a self-serving selfishness. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't always have to look after everyone else every single day because, sometimes you just have to look after yourself. Maybe you have to be your own number one. And when people say, oh, they're selfish, they're not giving anything away, well, fine, you're okay, you keep it. You have something for yourself for once, you know what I mean? You don't have to share everything. So I really get kind of, it's a positive card. I think people can look at it negatively, but I totally see that as a positive. But maybe you're just being too restrictive. I think you're being offered all these options, all these choices, and you're just not really taking hold of anything. And maybe that's making you a little bit isolated. You're crying over spilt milk over here. The Hierophant's really about a group. I know it's viewed as a religious group, so I mean, this can be people, if you go to church, if you have a specific religion, you go to mosque or a synagogue, all the other things, that you're feeling welcomed there. Maybe it's about choosing a religion. Maybe this is more about a spiritual journey. I feel like you're within yourself, you're stable, you're fine, you've got it all, but you're lacking that kind of excitement. You're lacking, this passion in your life. You've got nothing really going on. You're stable, you're financially kind of straight, you maybe got a little extra to play with, you want to be able to do something with it, but you really don't know, and the options out there are just so wide and so much, there's so much going on that really you don't even know where to turn, and all these different groups, but you're just deciding not to go anyway and ending up alone and kind of feeling that loneliness. Maybe there's a choice of relationships. There could be not necessarily romantic ones, but maybe your friends are all doing different things. Maybe they're all going to different colleges or going to different, someone's leaving the workplace to just go travel somewhere else, to go do something else. And it is all an option to you, but you're not making that decision. I think whoever's guiding you, it could be a tutor or a boss or your family or whatever kind of group, they're advising you against whatever these options are. Maybe it is to go traveling, to move, and they're like, are you really financially set up to be doing this? Do you really think it's a good idea? So in the end, your feelings are getting hurt. Your feelings. You're getting quite bummed out by these people who aren't allowing you to take hold. I do feel like it's work related. It could be studenty, could be like work, but in like a school sense of work. I think there is a lot of options for you, and you can really turn your hand to anything. I think you're a very skilled person who's capable, and it's like it could be a relationship. I feel like this person is basically telling you, no, you can't do this. It's like a parent or a boss, or everyone else is kind of, you're stable, you're living your life, you're very sheltered. Is sheltered the word? Like, you're not really a goer outer, you're not really an explorer as such. You're safe. You stick to your own path, you stick to your own, what you know is safe, and you very rarely turn from that path. And yet there's so many people out there who are all doing these different things, or either saying, why don't you come with us, do this, okay, this has just come up, there's a new job opportunity, why don't you do you not want to work here, and we'll get you this. And someone is basically saying, no, stay on your lane, stay in your path. And you're listening to that advice, and you're miserable about it. It's not, this isn't good advice. Whoever this person is, they don't have the best, maybe they do have the best intentions, but it's not the best advice. Maybe they really are genuinely trying to help, but it's not working. Okay, let's get some clarity. Let's get some clarity on the situation. I don't like that person. We need some clarity on who the Hierophant is in this situation. I feel like it's a teacher. It's like that authority figure. So it's teacher, it's parents, it's, lecturer, it's, it could be even best friend, like someone that you just kind of look up to. Brother. Strength. Strength is here. You need some strength. Let's see what else we got. Let's get you another clarifier. Ooh. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. From the 4 to the page, I looked down on my deck, and the Fool is the bottom deck energy. So the Fool, it's time to start again. Whatever this is, whatever this stability is, whether it's work, studying, whatever, I think you're in it for the wrong reasons. I think you're too distracted because everything else looks so much better that you can't even focus on this anyway. You're not putting your 100% into it because you keep looking at everything else and thinking, oh, well, what if I was doing that? Well, I'd rather be doing that. Well, maybe I should try doing that. And someone's like, no, you made your decision, just stick at it. But ultimately, you can't even fulfill this decision. You can't fulfill this work. You won't finish the course. You won't. You're not putting 100% into it because there are all these distractions, there are all these other possibilities, and just because someone's telling you no, which you do believe is kind of the right thing to hear, but it's just not going to work out for you listening to that advice and having all those options shoved in your face constantly by other people, and this whole wide world of possibilities, and yet you're just stuck in this one place doing this half-assed thing because someone told you that's the best thing to do. Do you know what I mean? Not because you want to be doing it. And don't get me wrong, you might fail at these other things. It might not be 100%, but at least you can say that you've tried. At least you've attempted these other paths. And I think that's really where strength comes in, is that you need to at least try them. You need to go out and be brave and make that decision, and You need to follow that path. Use your strength to follow this path. And the Page of Pentacles, going from the Four of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles, it's like this renewable childish energy. So if it is to do with school, it's about kind of learning again, starting afresh, starting from the very beginning, starting with, you know, no real knowledge in the situation, starting from a financial fresh point of view. So you might not be on, you know, top exec wage because you're going to take a pay cut to go work at McDonald's. But you know what? You'll really enjoy working at McDonald's because you'll get that kind of, that sense of adventure, that kind of different path in life. You'll learn something else, and eventually you can work your way back up. You've got the skills, like I said earlier, you've got the skills and the knowledge and the capability of basically doing whatever you want anyway. You might as well do something that makes you happy. I can get you one more. Oh, now he was upside down in my deck there, so we're gonna pick him out. Wheel of Fortune. Take a gamble. You know, spin the wheel, roll the dice, whatever it is. Take a gamble. Take a chance. Follow this new route. I think if you stick with the Hierophant, you're gonna be miserable. If you follow this new strength, this new renewable childlike wonder, this just looking into this new path, this new energy, this new journey, just take the gamble. Take the risk. What have you got to lose? You know, the stability is there. You've got the stability. You know you can return to it if you need to, if you need that stability. This person, whoever's making these decisions for you, like I said, they might have good intentions, but it's just not, it's not going to work out for you the way that you want it to. You're going to be crying over spilt milk, as I said. Yeah, strength. I think strength is like the one to take out of this. All these options and strength. Make a decision. Challenge yourself. Thrill seek. You know what I mean? Move to Mozambique and work with disadvantaged children or whatever your kind of your dream is. Don't dim to fit in. Oh my god, that's perfect. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So basically, you're being this stable, mundane, monotonous character because that's what you need to do to fit in with the group, or that's what this authority figure is telling you need to do. That's the best option for you, and you're dimming your light. You have this potential. You have these skills. I really feel that you are very capable. You know you are clever. You are, you know, tuned on. You're not naive. You're kind of like what's it called, like worldly wise, or whatever the phrase is, that, you know, you don't suffer fools gladly. You understand the meaning of life, the meaning of hard work, the meaning of ethics and morality, and you're very well adjusted, well balanced person, which you're kind of lost in this world that you're currently in because you're not putting that to full use. You could be a teacher. Maybe the Hierophant is more about being a teacher. You know, you could be a teacher of people. You could be a guide or a guru, or, you know what I mean? You just have to, you have to trust yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to have that strength and that renewable energy. Start again. Okay, take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. You're on the treadmill of life. You're not going anywhere. You're moving forward, but in the same place. That's this stability. You're in this job where maybe it's a 9 to 5, monotonous. You're just working for the sake of working, to pay the bills, to go home, to sit to watch television, blah blah blah. And that's not the life that you're about. That's not the life you were supposed to lead. You have all these options. If you look for them, they're there. Don't take advice from people who don't have the same dream as you. It's not that they, you know, don't believe you can do it, and they'll be so amazed when you do follow this, and they'll be like, you can be the "I told you so" guy, you know, and they'll be like, okay, they'll have to swallow it and be like, yeah, you were right, look at everything that you've achieved, because you're more than capable of. Some people might be upset that you've left. They might miss you. You might miss them. You know, there's emotions within this. But in the grand scheme of things, you'll just be so much happier moving forward. Don't dim to fit in, you know? Take a break. Like I said, there's always the stability to come back to should you need it. But you need to move forward. You need to get out of it. You need to experience new things. You need to travel. You need to take the risk. Take the gamble. Take the gamble. Whatever the question is, risk it. That's my advice. I hope that made sense. I hope that resonated. I hope that was helpful in some way. Please, please, please leave me a like, a comment. I'm still very new to this and I really just appreciate any feedback. I'm very, very grateful. And yeah, just take care and enjoy. And I wish you all the genuine best. Okay, so group number 4, last card. We have got the 3 of Cups. We love the 3 of Cups. Okay, where's my cards gone? Oh, they're upside down. That's confused me. Okay, the 3 of Cups. Let's get you some clarity. Let's get you some cards. The group number 4. Okay, group number 4. That's up there. Chariot, okay. The Sun, wow. And Death, wow. There's a lot going on for you. Wow, these are some majors. Okay, nice. I like it. Okay, let's have a think. Let's not jump into anything because I always make assumptions as soon as I see the Death card. But I feel like this is like a maturity story. So I feel like maybe it's time for you to grow up in the nicest way. Okay, let's think about this. We're going to think about this very carefully and not make any rash decisions because I am feeling a certain way to do with this, but I think we need some clarity on it. I'll give you a breakdown. So basically what I believe this is a journey of an absolute new life and not just in the new kind of spiritual life. This is big changes. This is major life changes. So I think you've been used to maybe an enjoyable lifestyle, a partying lifestyle, maybe a slightly immature lifestyle, where you have been more reckless and just enjoying life. And you know, the 3 of Cups is literally that. It's just about joy. It's about parties. It's about social enjoyment situations, and it purely is just a party card. So I feel like that's where you've been, but there's gonna be a drastic change. There is such a drastic change coming for you. You are moving from this kind of partying immaturity lifestyle to a very grown up. You're gonna have to grow up, and that could be well because of the Sun. So the Sun can depict birth. It doesn't necessarily mean that there is a child on the way, although it could. But it could be a birth of a new life, a birth of a new situation. So it could be a new home, a new relationship, a new family, a new job. It's something that grows. So I always, again, it could be a child because they grow. It could be a puppy, they grow. But something that can grow. So it could be that you're starting in a new job, but you're going to grow your way to the top. You're going to grow as a person and move to the top. It could be a family that, you know, you're starting now with just a relationship, but that could grow into marriage, that could grow into children eventually. It doesn't mean that that's going to happen, you know, overnight. It's just that you're beginning this journey. There's a big shift between your partying kind of immaturity, no offense, but that kind of, you know, that teenage young adult lifestyle that you're now moving towards this this new opportunity, this new beginning, this new life that's about to unfold. And basically it will, this lifestyle is coming to an end. What you enjoyed will change. It's not a bad thing. It's not like, okay, well, you can't go out and drink anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's not that kind of level of, well, you're just going to lose everything that you enjoyed. It's that what you enjoyed will change. So where you maybe once, enjoyed going out and getting drunk, it's not going to be, that priority will change with this, the coming of the sun. The sun, see, could be a breath. But don't take me so literally. But yeah, it's something on that scale. It's something on quite a large scale that is going to change. And basically, yeah, your old life is you're going to put it behind you and you're going to start new, moving forward towards the sun. It's very beautiful. We need some clarity though. We're going to pick the nice cards as well. Let's get you some clarity. This is all very exciting. It's very positive. I'm saying it in quite a negative way. I think I'm being a bit miserable for you because you're like, no, I don't want things to change. I like my life the way it is. But you're going to love the Hermit. The sun came out twice. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. Yeah, there's going to be a major, major change. The Emperor. Okay. What's that? Okay. Yeah, so the Hermit is that basically you've just been looking after yourself. You've been quite in a selfish life. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Everything I'm saying is not negative. I'm just being very honest. So a selfish life is that you've only really looked after yourself. You've enjoyed your life. You've enjoyed your partying lifestyle. Your carefree attitude. Your, I don't know what it's called, like partying, enjoyment, spending money on lots of designer trainers, or you know what I mean, just really only looking after yourself, and that's been absolutely great and absolutely fine. But it's time to move on. We are moving towards the sun, and the sun is literally a new day, a new dawn, a new complete change in your life. You're gonna leave this hermit energy, this selfishness behind, and you're moving into literally dreams coming true. Like whatever your desire is out of life, whatever your kind of life's fulfillment is, your life's dream, your life's purpose. Look at it from a spirituality level, that your life, if you look into your life path number, quite a lot of the time it will give you a direction that you should be going. So for example, 6 is like children, 7 is spirituality and learning, 5 is more business, going into business and things like that. So the life path numbers really give you a sense of direction. So it might be worth looking yours up, and that might give you an indication as to what is happening for you. But I really feel like this is your life coming to fruition. This is whatever you were meant to have happen in your life, that is now on its way. It's already in motion. You can't stop it. This life is going to get left behind, and you're going to enter into this kind of dream scenario. Whatever it is, it's positive, it's joyful, it's happy, it's, like I said, it's growth, it's new beginnings, it's happiness. This is so exciting. I'm so jealous of you right now, because you're getting basically what you, maybe not necessarily that you know that you want, but that you need in your life. Whatever reason you are here on this earth breathing today is right around the corner. It's that dramatic. Like, this is dramatic. They're all bloody major cards. This is a major shift. This is a major happening. You're going from the Hermit to the Emperor. The Hermit to the Emperor. That's major movement. From selfish to literally king of the castle. So this, again, I mean, it could be father energy. It could be parental energy. It could just be boss energy. So if your dream is this business. The business opportunity is coming. You're going to have to put your old life behind you. The drinking and the partying is not going to suit this new venture, but you'll overcome it, and it'll be so worth it, and you won't miss it. It's not that you're losing this life that you had, it's that you'll realize that that's not the life that you need. The life that you need is here, and you will adapt to that, and that you'll put that behind you. You'll look back with fond memories, but you'll make that change because you'll realize this is where you need to be. And this is what you're going to be good at. You're going to be absolute boss king energy of this. Whatever it is that you are, complete control. You're like, you found your home. You found your life's meaning. You found your life's purpose. You are where you need to be. I want a little bit of clarity on the Chariot. Can we try and get a Chariot clarity? So we want to know, like, what is going to cause this change? Two of Wands I got there. Okay. So Two of Wands is taking a different path. Is putting the past behind you and moving forwards, which again does play in. It's not really a clarity of how it's going to happen. But the guy has the whole world in his hands. The whole world is possible. You just have to take that leap. You just have to have that bravery and that wisdom. It's about making the right decision. The stability of the past is always behind you. That's not going anywhere. So you just need to be brave in moving forward and moving out into the unknown as well. There's a lot of unknown out there. But it's the twos are always like the beginnings, and you've got so many new beginnings here, and I just love it. I think it maybe could even come from the lifestyle that you're leading now. So whatever you're doing right now, you know, it's not a bad thing. I think keep doing that, and that's where the opportunity will present itself, and that's where you're gonna get the this kind of chance of a lifetime, and that's where you're gonna succeed in your life, in your life's goal. It won't be the end of your life that you'll do this forever, but it'll be a life fulfillment. So I think whatever you're doing right now, being selfish, looking after yourself, going out partying, kind of socializing, it could come from the social that you have available at the moment. There's someone already in your group that potentially can move you forward. And don't be afraid. There's a big wide world out there, but it's not a scary one because, you know, the past is always behind you. You always have that stability. Age of Light. These fell out, so I'm going to go with it. And the Inner Temple. So the Age of Light, you've been training for this for a lifetime. So I know this is a bit more of a spiritual card. It's basically the Age of Light talks about light seeds and such things, but really in this situation, you've been training for this for a lifetime. This is your life purpose. This is the reason that you are here. This is the path. This is the correct path for you. This is whatever this opportunity is, whatever this change is, it'll shine so brightly, and you'll be so aware of it that you'll know 100%, and you'll have that kind of that feeling that this is where I'm meant to be. This is what I'm meant to be doing. I can't believe I haven't done it sooner. I can't believe I kept missing all those signs, or, you know, I didn't take the opportunity last time it came around, or whatever it is. You are on such the right path, and you've been waiting for this potentially for lifetimes. If you believe in higher spirituality, higher power, you know, different paths and things like that, if you genuinely believe that, then this is a time that your life path from your multiple lives will come to fruition. It's happening for you. You're on such the right path and the right journey, and you just have to look out the signs and just be brave, and you're absolutely going to boss it. And then Inner Temple, so devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So that's why I kind of feel like it's more of a family thing. It may be a child, it may well be a birth, but this is just something that in your heart you've always wanted. Again, it could be with work, it could be a job opportunity, it could be, you know, whatever your heart basically desires, whatever you deep down, when you think about it, well, don't even think about it, what you feel about it, in your heart of hearts, whatever you want, in your heart, it's coming to fruition. You're getting what you want, basically. I'm very jealous, like I said, but you're on such a good path. You just have to look out for the signs. Look out for the paths, maybe the ones that the path away from the path that you're on. If there is an opportunity, or if you start seeing things, you really want to look out for little glimpses. So there's like an ad pops up on Facebook, or someone gets back in touch from ages ago. You're like, oh, that's weird that person, but they're inviting you to apply. Go to these things. Take that job interview, even if you think, I couldn't even do that job. I don't even know what that is. If you get offered it, just go for it, because that might not be what you end up doing, but that could open the door, that could open the path to where you're supposed to be. You just need to open these doors. Any opportunity you get given, any question, the answer is yes. Just say yes to everything, and something will lead you to where you need to be, will lead you to this sun. Follow your heart, and it's absolutely such a perfect ending for you. Anyway, there we go. So I hope that helps. I hope that resonated. Absolutely best of luck with everything. I'm very proud of you. But yeah, thanks very much for listening. Please give me a like, a comment. I'm still very, very new to this, and any feedback is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I wish you all the best.